I just
There it is.
it's live, so it's too late. We
I love trial by fire, brother.
give 30 people to catch up.
Yes, it is.
I think that's enough time.
Sounds good.
People can catch up. Well, that's enough time. Screw it. Bill, how are you?
I am doing great.
We have Lady Liberty, Heather Briggs. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. How are y'all doing?
Super. How y'all doing?
Doing awesome.
Yeah.
We haven't officially met yet. So where's y'all from?
Y'all, y'all gonna pick on my accent all night now?
No, it's all good. I'm gonna bet Louisiana.
Yeah, for about 18 years. Not born here, but you know, they call me a transplant. So
What ward?
what ward? I don't live in New Orleans.
Oh, you don't. Oh, okay.
No, why would I do that? No.
The 9th ward.
Look,
yeah, right. I'm like running this thing over here. Yeah, that's me.
One time back in band camp. No, one time back in the blast days at our old show. So one of our gals lives in Massachusetts, and I opened my stupid mouth with showing just how much I know about geography and everything. And I had a question about New England Patriots, and if they were from Foxborough, they play in Foxborough. Why are they called the New England Patriots, and why not the Foxborough, Massachusetts, or something like that? And she had to educate me right on air that New England meant it was like an area, like from our original colonies. And I'm like, okay, so I really don't know anything about anything. Yeah. So
nice.
To me, Louisiana is New Orleans. And everything.
It's funny. Everybody thinks that. Like, that's all there is here is New Orleans. It's so funny.
And everything has a ward.
New Orleans, actually, that's the only city that goes by wards.
They got parishes down there, man. That's what you're thinking of.
Oh.
Parishes where y'all have counties. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Why do they call it parish? Is it a real Catholic? It's not a real Catholic area either, right? It's mostly.
Oh, it's all Catholic mostly. Oh yeah.
I thought it was mostly voodoo.
That's also New Orleans.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, actually, it's really, really Catholic, especially this far south, because I'm pretty much as far south as you can get. It's very Catholic.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, I've been there before, but that was a long time ago, and it was only New Orleans. I know. So anyways, we're gonna just before we even start in on a couple of the topics and stuff, I had mentioned to you earlier that one of the things we'd like to do is kind of a quasi interview, like what got you started involved in like politics, and you're writing blogs and you're doing the stuff. You came up with a pretty cool moniker. You got some cool pics, and what's your story?
Well, it was all actually an accident. I'm a mom, and military kid, so I've always been very patriotic. It's never been a question in my family. You know, it's just kind of how we are. And then the Common Core thing started in the schools. Well, it hit us, and we were made aware of it a lot longer than most people, actually, I noticed. So about before anybody else was really complaining about Common Core, we were already at our state capitol fighting it. Just how deep it goes and how intricate it is with Muslims brainwash our children is actually what happened. I got angry, and I kind of hooked up with some people through patriotic gun trade pages on Facebook, and I made a video. you know, when they were doing the 10-10 mosque rallies, and I was promoting the rallies. I didn't have a problem with the protest by no means. I guess my inflammatory, and the feds got called on me and all kind of fun stuff, and it just kind of went from there. I calmed down, obviously.
So
But I don't have to fight with that anymore.
You're the tennis shoe mom on the conservative side.
Yeah, that's the best way
Huh.
to describe that. Yeah.
We're having I don't know if you can tell, but we're having a little bit of choppy feed. And it's because we're going all across the country in different weather patterns. We're in the middle of winter. And so Bill, are you seeing Heather pretty clear, or is it a little choppy?
Yeah, I got a good picture. It gets a little choppy with the sound every now and then, but you're right. It's cold, dude. You know, I cover my head from November to May. So.
And I told you guys we had a major snowstorm here today. I mean, it was 2 inches. It was insane.
Major snowstorm. Oh boy.
It was 2 whole inches.
Yeah, and they canceled school today and tomorrow. I'm not joking.
Oh my goodness. Do you guys have snow plows up there and such?
Yeah, there's plows all over the place.
So do they salt the roads and all that jazz? And
you can't salt the roads here. They
too hilly or what?
Yeah, they throw rocks down, and so that they can come up and bust your windshield. I think it's some sort of
conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you live up there in the liberal Bible Belt, though. So
no, we're not Bible Belt. We're the
liberal Bible Belt. I live in the Bible Belt, brother.
Oh, okay. Well, we are the least churched area in the country.
I'm not surprised.
That's what I heard.
It's right. Well, I was watching election night to see what color your state turned, so you got some explaining to do, Lucy.
Ooh, me or her?
Hey, my state was
we're red.
Why you're pointing fingers over here at me?
Yeah. Well, I do not live on the West Coast. I live on the left coast. We are the moniker for the city is Keep Portland Weird, and it is.
Lives up to it.
Yeah. So hey, getting into I wanted to start something. I actually gave Heather her own little music tonight for an intro, because what we're going to talk about, Bill, that granted, it's not the best intro music. Okay. I just pulled this out of my ass like about 5 minutes before the show, because I actually have a real job. I know that we get paid enough doing this that we probably should retire, but I actually have a real job. So,
I'm greedy, brother. I just want just a little bit more.
Man, I
think the check keeps going to the neighbor because I ain't seen one yet.
You know that so you know how they make fun of people that say, "Would you like fries with that?" Yeah. I literally say, "Would you like fries with that?" That's my job. I sell dead chickens in a box and say, "Would you like fries with that?" I sell food to restaurants. So companies out there, like people nationwide might hear of Cisco Foods or something like that. I don't work for them. I used to, but I work for a competitor. So my job is I go to restaurants, I got my laptop and I go, "Hey, do you like fries with that?" And I punch the computer and the big truck sends it. So anyways, that's what I was doing up until like 5 minutes before I got home. And I'm like, shit, I got to get this thing together really quick. And Heather needs an intro. So here's Heather's intro. Let's see here. And then we're going to talk about a blog or a story that she wrote today. See if you like this. I'm gonna rock you all night. That's Heather's intro right there.
Sounded like something off of Sons of Anarchy, brother. That was pretty good stuff.
Rock you all
Thank you. I like that.
All right. So Heather writes for a, what do you want to call this? A page, a blog, or writes for a website called Your Tips?
Yeah, it's actually a news site. It's furynews.com with Prissy Holly. We have Liberty Bell writes as well. There's a few of us.
Okay. Well, you wrote 2 days ago, I think it was the 13th. It posted, "Crybaby Megyn Kelly blames Trump for the dumbest thing ever," and you attached a video to it. Personally, I had to stop watching Megyn Kelly a while. I was so disappointed because I used to, in the 6th grade, there was this girl named Claudia Stevens. I'll never forget her name.
Cry.
We'll never forget her name. I'm just kidding. That's never mind. That was a bad joke. So anyway, she's a twin for Megyn Kelly. So for so long, I thought, God, I love Megyn Kelly. Oh, she's so hot. And then she started going real liberal and bashing Trump, just being a douchebag. And I couldn't stand to watch her anymore. I had to quit. And then Bill showed me your story here, and I'm like, yes, that's so true. So why don't you tell us about why you wrote this, what you did, and then I actually pulled the video in so we can watch part of Mark Dice's video and then break it apart.
Well, it's no secret on my page at all that I've never been able to stand Megyn Kelly. There's always just been something right under the surface that seemed like she was going to turn somehow, some way. She's always had very strange tendencies. Apart and cries about pretty much everything that happens. So we generally kind of troll the news, you know, and pick up stories or whatever. And this on YouTube, I was trolling for trending videos, and I come across Mark Dice's, and I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe she did that.
Yeah. Let me 1 second. I'm gonna
see, but Fox
Wait,
News
I'm gonna
may
stop
bow
him.
to Kelly's request of.
Okay, I'm going to stop him for a minute. But so I got that loaded, so it's ready to go, and we can break it down and talk about it, because I like Mark Dice when he got these Neanderthals, and he asked them all those. Have you seen his videos on those things? I assume, right?
I love Mark Dice.
Yeah, and you've seen that, Bill?
Yeah.
All right. So, but then I'll watch some of his videos, and sometimes I can't watch all of them, but this one was really great. So we are going to play it, and then I'll stop it as he's talking, and we can talk about some of this. So Heather, when you saw this video, that prompted you to write the article.
Honestly, anytime I can stick in, I'll try to do it as much as possible. Same thing with Hillary Clinton. They gotta go. It's driving me crazy.
Right. Didn't Sean Hannity, he called her out too on Twitter one time and said, "We know you're a Hillary supporter."
Yeah, I believe he called her out live as well on one of the shows he did. He did another one. I think it was him. I'd have to look for that. I didn't do that story, but he's kind of always, you can tell he kind of always has had this feeling that even he kind of didn't like her too much whenever she'd be mentioned or anything. So I think he was just hoping that he had a chance to do that one day.
Well, I think they all hate her basically, because Bill O'Reilly, so she used to come on Bill O'Reilly's show like right before her show, and he would like help pimp her show, and then he'd call her Miss Megyn. And all of a sudden, you read a story about something happened or whatever, and then boom, he will not even say her freaking name, not even leading, not even saying, "And up next is," he's just done. They hate her.
Yeah, I don't think there's really too many people in the Fox world that could care less where she goes or what she does, as long as it's not attached to them at this point.
Dude, somebody said today, right, that Tommy Lauren might or could or should take her spot. That would be great.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of could and should, but I've also heard some it's a definite, but I don't have any way to verify that. But it sounds like she possibly could be, because she's about done, especially with the demand she's putting on with the
20
new
million.
contract, and her book is flopping and all that. So yeah.
Is her book flopping? Because I haven't even looked.
Oh yeah, it's in the article too. She's got what, like half a star on Amazon this whole time that her book's been on there.
Yeah,
It's pretty bad.
I cannot watch it. So do you guys want to watch some of this video, and I'll stop it along the way?
Rock it out, brother.
We could. Okay, so here we go. Play. This is the video that Heather posted.
Megyn Kelly, the pretty face of Fox News.
Oh, sorry.
Megyn, the money-hungry monster Kelly, is saying that it's dangerous that Americans don't trust the mainstream media anymore. Megyn, give me $20 million or I will leave Fox News and go to the dark side over at ABC, always broadcasting crap. Kelly. This from the Washington Times, not to be confused with the Washington compost pile. Megyn Kelly says that it's dangerous that Americans aren't listening to the press. Quote, I think it's dangerous, the entire delegitimization that President-elect Donald Trump engaged in against all the media, she said. It's Donald Trump's fault, of course, that the American people don't trust the lying mainstream media. The people, as much as it's fun to hate us, they need us. They need good, strong, skeptical journalists to be covering whoever it is. I'm sorry.
Yeah, do you think right there, when she's talking about they need us and talking about the mainstream media, that that's almost her way of kind of subtly saying into the ABC people and all that, hey, I'm one of you, almost on the job interview side, like, hey, I consider myself to be mainstream, so you're doing right in looking at me?
I think it's possible. I think it could be. I think with the battle on fake news right now, I think really it was aimed more at us out there that are going to contradict every lie she's ever told and try to continue to find the truth and spread the truth, regardless of who was elected or how much better it gets, because somebody's got to do it. And there's nobody in mainstream media right now that's going to do it. They're still holding on other than her, obviously.
Right.
I think that was a stab really towards news site set, because honestly, we've taken her job.
Right. So it's a stab.
It's really that
more of a stab at the grassroots media. And that's what I like to call it, grassroots media, because it's really people to people.
Right. Right.
Okay. All right. We'll go back to Mark.
Sorry, but the mainstream media aren't skeptical. They are straight up propagandists, straight up lying liberals. Fox News has done a fairly decent job of covering the presidential election, with the exception of a few hosts like Megyn money-hungry Kelly, and perhaps they're trying to attempt to rebuild the credibility that they've lost by parroting the lies about the weapons of mass destruction and being warmongers, which led us into the Iraq disaster. Megyn also threw Breitbart under the bus in the interview, the best conservative website in the world. Quote, if you look what's happened at Breitbart over the last 3 years, it's shocking. Yeah, shocking that they've grown so popular. Thank God, now that they're threatening the mainstream media monopoly. I knew Andrew Breitbart very well, and he was great. I loved him. He was a true provocateur who would have fun about it, you know. He'd show up at the Democratic protest and engage with the protesters, and then he'd go have a beer with them. This is something else entirely, and I don't know that Trump can stop it. Yes, Breitbart.
All right. Just going to say right now that if Andrew Breitbart was alive today, he would call her a douchebag. There's no possible way that they would be on the same page. She would be calling him out for being outrageous. Don't you think? No?
Understand how part of claiming that he was a great provocateur, and then complaining on the other hand that Breitbart still is, or she's literally supposed to be that, so she can't. It makes no sense.
No.
I wonder if the woman has believed she doesn't understand the definition of that word.
Speaking of words.
Oh my God.
Speaking of words, I forgot to load a segment. Wait. Words. And I thought of that because I wanted to call her retarded. All right. If you guys can remember, after we do this, words. We've got a segment we're going to take back. We're going to take back words. Anyways. Word bomb. Someone said. Who said that? Heather? Word bomb. All right.
That was all Heather.
All right.
Part needs to be stopped, don't they, Megan?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, Megan, it's only a matter of time before Tommy Lahren has your job, and sources within Fox News say that the network is sick of Megyn Kelly and that they need to cut her loose. You may recall that earlier during the presidential campaign, Sean Hannity accused her publicly of supporting Hillary Clinton. Fox fight. Sean Hannity calls Megyn Kelly a Clinton supporter. And now there are reports that Megyn Kelly is in talks with ABC, always broadcasting crap because Fox News will not give her her desired $20 million a year, which she's requesting as her contract comes to a close. Megyn Kelly might be considering a new gig with ABC, but Fox News may bow to Kelly's request of $20 million a year. That's almost $100,000 a day.
Don't do it.
This from the Wall Street Journal. Megyn Kelly seeks a salary north of $20 million in contract talks with Fox News. What kind of a demonic dirtbag would even consider working for ABC, always broadcasting crap? Go ahead and leave Fox, Megyn Kelly. There's a whole new group of young, intelligent, beautiful, conservative women who are ready to take your place. Why don't you just go and join the other liberal menopausal women of The View, and then you can sit around and henpeck men all day. I'm Mark Dice. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Woo! That was good stuff.
Nice.
She's
So
pretty much got it from every angle the last couple of days. Even Tommy went off on her about Pamela Geller the other day. That was great too.
Yeah, I watched that interview, and you know, she even said that, you know, Megyn Kelly needs to bounce, and Tommy needs to go ahead and take her spot.
no, wait. Back up a minute. You both saw this. Me no see. What happened?
Tommy, yeah, the
Why you should follow Fury News more?
Oh man, she
right there.
You're right.
Bullseye.
Good. You're right. Yes, I should. Bad host. All right, go ahead. So fill me in because I didn't see it on Fury News.
Well, I mean, it was pretty short and sweet. I mean, you know how Tommy is. I mean, she's real short and to the point. I mean, she was interviewing Pam Geller, and Pam Geller basically trashed, you know, or Megyn Kelly trashed Pam Geller, you know.
Who was interviewing who? Tommy Lahren or?
Yeah. Tommy Lahren had Pam Geller on the phone or in video, or like kind of like what we're doing now.
Okay.
But apparently Megyn Kelly was mouthing off about Pam Geller and whatnot. Didn't even have her on the show to defend herself.
Okay.
You know, so that's when Tommy stepped up and said, you know, I've had enough of Megyn Kelly, and just pretty much said exactly, you know, how she does it. She says exactly what we're all thinking.
Yeah.
You know, it was awesome.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely recommend checking it out.
I gotcha. I'm a little slow. If there's a box of rocks in the same room with me, there's a competition on who's the smartest. I get there eventually, but I just got to be real. That's me. So, hey, the other day after last week's show, we actually had Trump tweet something about the show that was, well, it was good for Bill. It wasn't so good for me. It was Donald J. Trump. Dog to dog. I caught a practice show. The guy, Bill, he was good. JK, not so good. I'll give them another try when I'm not tweeting. So hopefully DJ Trump will check us out again. I like I said, I got to be honest, I didn't fare so well, but Bill did. So yeah.
Well, it's, you know, 50-0. I mean,
yeah. Bill saw I sent that
before you actually watch it.
I sent that to Bill, and his heart was fluttering until he realized that.
I had a tear in my eye. I was like, this is so awesome.
So my
day was made.
It was just totally.
I bet.
Yeah. I said, okay, I made that up. It was fake. So I saw something today that I wanted to play just because it was just laughed my ass off at the the liberals in Hollywood now down on their knees begging Republicans to please make history. And you got to see this. So I called, this is the attack of the Hollywood idiots. Did you guys happen to catch the video? It's about a 1.5 minute video of a bunch of Hollywood celebrities coming out practically begging Republicans not to vote next. Well, I'll show you. Here we go.
Someone who is highly qualified for the job.
The Electoral College.
Stop, Jim. Start at the beginning.
Republican members of the Electoral College, this message is for you. As you know, our founding fathers built the Electoral College to safeguard the American people from the dangers of a demagogue.
Bullshit. Do you know why?
What?
Now, Heather, God bless, she.
Sorry.
Heather said the other day, yesterday, today, whenever it was, hey, how about the swearing? Should I be okay? Bill's like, oh, well. And I'm like, sorry. I just immediately start swearing. I apologize. Do you know why the we know why the Electoral College was founded, not to stop a demagogue, but to stop large cities and states, 2 or 3 of them, from ganging up and controlling the whole country. But anyways, I digress. Okay, come on, Martin.
That's exactly what you're just saying, but okay.
Yeah, I just, okay. Look at, that's perfect. Look at that douchebag, the way he looks right there.
That's the guy from Apocalypse Now. I can't even look at him. That's just so sad. I love that movie.
It goes to someone who is to an eminent degree endowed with the requisite qualifications.
An eminent degree.
Now they're quoting
Someone
the
who is
Federalist
highly
Papers.
qualified for the job.
The Electoral College was created specifically to prevent an unfit candidate from becoming president.
There are 538 members of the Electoral College. You and just 36 other
I'm not wrong.
Republican electors can make a difference.
By voting your conscience on December 19th.
And thereby shaping the future of our nation.
God, they're begging.
I'm not asking you to vote for Hillary Clinton.
They're
I'm
begging.
not asking you to vote for Hillary Clinton.
I'm not asking you to vote for Hillary Clinton.
As you know, the Constitution gives electors the right to vote for any eligible person.
Any eligible person, no matter which party they belong to.
But it should certainly be someone you consider especially competent.
Especially competent to serve as President of the United States of America.
By voting your conscience, you and other brave Republican electors can give the House of Representatives the option to select a qualified candidate for the presidency.
I stand with you.
Are they not embarrassed?
I stand with you. I stand with you in support and solidarity with conservatives, independents, and liberals.
And all citizens of the United States.
The American people trust that your voice speaks for us all.
And that you will make yourself heard through the constitutional responsibility granted to you by Alexander Hamilton himself.
What is evident is that Donald Trump lacks more than the qualifications to be president.
He lacks the necessary stability.
And clearly the respect for our great nation.
You have position,
The authority
And the opportunity to go down in the books as an American hero.
Who changed the course of history.
Are they not
And you have
embarrassed?
my respect.
You have my respect.
you have my respect.
for your patriotism.
And service to the American people. Unite for America.
Serious.
Oh,
Is that not embarrassing?
Okay. What the hell was that?
Is that not embarrassing? I mean,
Let's not unite to stop the riots or unite to stop murder or the rape rate or drugs. No, let's unite to stop the only man who can pull us out of a trillion and trillion dollar debt country built upon business. Let's stop that because we need another career politician in the fucking White House. Excuse my language. What the hell was that?
right.
Yeah.
And did you get what they were? They respect conservatives. No, wait a minute. We're the hate mongers, and we're the ones that are homophobes, and we're the ones that are like xenophobe. Every phobe there is, we are, and every ism there is, sexism and everything. And now they respect us, and they're talking very quietly about how much we love you and respect you. Sorry, Bill.
They're like, it's constitutional. Follow your constitution. Really? Do they even know what the Constitution says, or do they just like that word? What the hell? Oh my God. I can't believe I watched that just now. I just lost like 5 minutes of my life.
So I'm gonna share something. This is a typical this is a typical day for a Democrat.
Yes.
So Bill shared this today. I know you saw it. A lot of people have seen it. It's not new, but I just had to do it because time to gloat. It's just time to gloat. I'm sorry. You guys make it too easy.
Anybody got that?
Oh.
Yeah, restart.
I have a hard time with starting on. Here we go. It's just too good.
Whoa, that's not good.
Oh, I need this. I'm already late.
Somebody will come. Anybody have that?
Do you have a phone?
No. Sorry. Somebody! Hello! There are 2 people stuck on an escalator and we need help. Now, would somebody please do something?
Like waiting for a politician to help. It's typical Democrat.
Well, there's nothing else left to do.
And the way I posted that today, this is how conservatives see Democrats. And liberals see conservatives probably as the ones who were at the on-off switch. Shut it off on them because we're the mean ones.
That would be the only time they might be right. Just saying, I might actually turn it off.
Right. And we would pull out our cell phone just to watch.
Record them.
I would record it. I've seen that video a few times, and nobody has seemed to realize the significance of the fact that there's nobody in the building.
Right.
But Democrats are going to work. I'm just saying, there's nobody there. And I'm like, that's so much funnier to me than the fact that they're standing on the escalators.
Right. Well, and the way that I was viewing that they are like typical day waiting for what can a Democrat do or what can a politician do for me. I'm waiting for help.
Because
they're just pulling.
That's all they do.
They're trying everything they can now with the actors and everything just to try to screw Trump. And I hate that it kind of goes back on our last show. They better quit poking that bear and quit asking for it, because if it happens, they're not gonna like what's gonna happen. We don't.
They already poked it once by
protest
introducing the what the hell you call it, the nuclear option. Well, now guess what? We can pull the same.
Burn in their rear.
There literally is not one of Trump's nominations that they could stop if they, if they really truly wanted to. If all the Republicans just said, "Screw you guys, we're done," they couldn't stop them.
But see, the important part to what you just said is we took the House. I mean, we took everything. The country is red at this point. You can cry to the Republican electorals all you want to. They've made their decision. You can get on your knees. You can be Madonna and offer them sexual favors. You can do whatever you want. They've made their decision, because not only are we sick of the Democrats running this country into the ground with their freebies and their, come to us and let's pretend like this isn't oppression because we're going to give you free stuff, even though it keeps you in line. It doesn't matter what you do at this point. The electorals are not going to turn around and something they've already given you the violation of the Constitution that all these idiot actors just asked for us not to do. It doesn't make any sense. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, ever.
And now, so a letter came out today with, I think it was 69 yesterday or today, 69 electors asking for a delay in the vote so that they would have time to read the documents or whatever the intel agency has. But guess what? Number one, 68 of those 69 are all Democrat electors. So if they refused, they say, we refuse to vote until we get to read it. Well, guess what? You're cutting off your nose to spite your face, because if they refuse to vote, they're refusing to vote for Hillary. They weren't going to vote for Trump anyways because they're Democrats. And
Right.
yeah, and number two is, I lost my train of thought. So the number one is the important thing. Anyways, come on, Bill. Up in there.
I'm just looking at the map, man. I mean, and it's just amazing. That right there, that picture you have up right now is the exact reason why we have the Electoral College.
Can you hear us now?
Right?
Isn't that great? Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So there, sorry, I had to go around the block for a minute. I just got back. Told you I'm a little slow. The other reason why the 69 people demanding to see the intelligence reports can't happen is because they're just average Joes. They don't have security clearance. They can't see it if they wanted to because they don't have the clearance to see it. Freaking dumbasses. Sorry, Bill.
Don't apologize to me, brother. Like I said, as long as it's well placed and it's well deserved, let her rip.
I have a cat. Now, what we did, so Heather, what we did originally, we were supposedly set up, but Bill has a broken finger, and there's a cash register attached to this, and every time I swear, I'm supposed to put put $1 in the pot, and then at the end of every 3 months.
That's all the show would be, though. There for a while, it would just
the whole time.
turn into the cha-ching show. When we talk cha-ching.
And then I'm supposed to take that money and donate it to, the hospital, the kids' hospital in New York. I love those guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
That one. So let's do some potential topics. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to pull up a topic. And I've got 5 or 6 of them loaded. And if you guys dig it and you go, yeah, I got a comment on that, then we're going to do it. And if not, then you're going to go, it's crap. Who cares? So we're going to go use from topics. Oh, wait, should we first of all, did you guys all pick a word?
Yeah, I got a word.
Okay, so here's what let's get rid of this for a minute. All right, so what we're going to do is every week, since the people have spoken and said, you know what, we picked Donald Trump and we're sick and tired of all the political correctness, the people have spoken. That means we get to take back our language. And I was debating on what word to like they get on TV and they go, oh, the N-word, the N-word. Sick and freaking tired of hearing somebody say the N-word when all the rappers and everybody is saying nigga this and nigga that or whatever. As long as you don't say ER at the end of it, you're okay. But if it's nigga, it's okay. So it's just, I get sick and tired of it. So my thing is, I am sick and tired of African American. So my word that I'm going to take off the board for the year is the word African American, because until somebody can show me that they have dual citizenship, you are not African, you are American. So if you're Black American, you're white American, you're Hispanic American, I don't care, you're American. I'm sick and tired of African American. So I'm taking that word, and every week I'm gonna start writing these down. So by the end of the year, we'll have all of our American language back. So Bill,
well, you should just do hyphenated American. That way it covers all of them, because none of them count.
There you go.
The sooner people start accepting that mindset, the sooner we can become one and start being American again.
Right. So Bill, what do you pick?
Correcting yourself.
I came up with, well, actually it's 3 words, but it's all the same thing. Used to be when somebody sneezed, you'd say, God bless you. Now it offends over half the people who said, oh, I don't believe in your God. What God are you talking about? You know what? Well, the one and only God, but whatever. You know, I'm sorry that I was polite and said, God bless you. Yeah, you can't say God with anything anymore, or somebody gets butt hurt and needs their safety pin in their safe place.
So you're taking back God bless you.
God bless you.
I think that she needs to be honored too. So just kidding. That was a joke, Bill. You know that he is almighty. He just fudging with you, man.
Don't make me bust the little black book out I got sitting beside me there, buddy.
Well, technically, God is everything. So
Bill's gonna kill me later. He's gonna come on. Dude, my parents were watching. I had family watching.
My parents ain't gonna watch this, man. I've already told them. I'm like, you could turn it in there. Like, no.
Like all right.
Like you have fun playing your video games. It's not video games, guys. But think what you want.
What about you? Did you come up with anything?
Really didn't. I thought about that today, and there's so many of them that we're not supposed to say. At the moment, I'm battling this whole snowflake thing. Anymore either. Did you know all them snowflakes? Which just happened like yesterday. Some guy at the university tweeted and said that we're ruining their self-esteem or something like that. Whatever. But no,
they have
sorry,
they have
really? Okay, you can come on and call me a white girl and a racist and a xenophobe, but I can't call you a snowflake because all of a sudden you need a sub. Seriously? That one's bothering me right now, so I didn't think of any of the other ones for the rest of the year.
All right. That's fair. That's fair. But you put some thought to it, and that's cool.
I'm just saying.
So let's do. I'm sick and tired of that. Just saying. That's another one. No, I'm teasing. That's not a.
Don't do that.
No, I'm that's not. We're talking.
I even type it in everything.
Talking about politically, I can't even talk. I've had so much. I don't know what was in this, but I'm teasing. Talking about politically incorrect. So the first topic here. Do we want to talk about Miss Muzzy? Miss Muzzy?
Miss Muzzy.
18-year-old Muslim woman filed a false report. She said that she was harassed on the bus by a bunch of Trump supporters yelling Trump blah, Trump this, Trump that, and everything. Turns out she was lying.
Yeah, that's a shocker.
Are we shocked?
No.
Said no conservative ever.
No.
Not shocked.
Not shocked. Okay.
No.
So I'm taking that.
I'd have been shocked if she found out that she was telling the truth. That would have shocked me.
There you go. Now, just a question. I don't know what people are supposed to look like, but does she look like she's 18? I thought she was like.
Here's also something too. Look how much makeup she has on. If she was like true Muslim,
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, they're like hardcore strict on that stuff. That's like a setup photo, and yeah.
Interesting.
She looks like a model that somebody picked up and threw a freaking headscarf on. Okay, that is not that she was, Indonesian or some such. But I can't really go with the whole that's a full-fledged Muslim woman standing there. I can't.
No,
and
I agree.
Supposedly, also besides all the makeup, 18 years old. That looks like a 40-year-old woman to me.
Well, with the makeup and whatnot, man, you can't tell anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
they can do some things with makeup.
Some 13-year-olds that, and hers is clearly professionally done. That is not a regular makeup job. I'm sorry.
All right.
I've got 2 teenage daughters that can put makeup on, and I won't let them out the house.
Yep.
All right. we're gonna remove Miss Muzzy. And the next story, Bill posted today, and I want to talk about this because I have some background information on this. Now, there's a video that's attached to this, but dumbass didn't have enough time, to get the video downloaded because it's not on YouTube and it takes a special program and all that. Blah, blah.
It's a fairly long video too, man. So when folks want to watch it, definitely go to our site and check it out.
So Bill, you posted this, so why don't you talk about it?
Basically, what it was somebody was confronting the mainstream media. I forget who the chick is, but she was sitting up in front there, and they're like, she basically just straight out came out and said that you know, you people are lying about what's truly going on in Syria. And he's like, really? Where's your proof? Well, she unloaded on him and let him have it. I mean, very nice way. She wasn't like Tommy Lauren on him or anything, but just said, you know, the rebels that the United States is backing and all that are the ones who's actually causing all the harm. You know, they say they just had an election here a while back, and like 80% of the people voted for Assad, and they like him. They back him. You know, it's kind of crazy what the mainstream media will throw out there at you, and people just eat that stuff up like freaking Cracker Jacks. You know,
she was from. I know that we all are not fans of the United Nations. I get that, but she was from the United Nations. And she was actually smart. And so the way that I viewed this was that this guy is a Canadian carpetbagger type quote unquote reporter or whatever. And he was saying that there are news organizations on the ground who are witnessing all of the murder and rape and killing of all of these people. And she said, in Aleppo, and she said, who is it that is on the ground to him? She said to him, who is it that's on the ground that is reporting this and showing this? And he sat there and she goes, after a minute, she goes, you can't name anybody, can you? Because there are no news organizations that are showing this, and they're recycling pictures of children, they're recycling pictures of this, this, and that, and the people of Syria like Assad. This is about regime change from outside. We want it, not the people of Syria. And as a side note, I used to have a customer who owned their Syrian family. They owned a little bakery here in town. And one of their niece, I don't know, maybe 30 years old, was in visiting. And she was, sorry, I almost said she was smoking hot, but she was. And she was beautiful. She was beautiful, put together, sophisticated, smart. And so I got talking to her because she was here for about 2 months and she was going to go back. And I started questioning her, aren't you afraid? This was about 4 years ago. Aren't you afraid to go back? She goes, why? And I said, well, everything we see on TV, there's snipers, there's all this. Assad is trying to get everybody. And she goes, no. Let me explain something. And she was put together. So the fingernails, she didn't have her head covered. She looked good. And she goes, no, in Syria, it is almost identical to the way it is in the United States. Women go shopping. She goes, I'm a school teacher. I dress like this. She goes, what you're seeing is fake. She goes, the snipers killing people are either from the United States or the what do you call the terrorist from, not United States, but ISIS. Yeah, like that. And she goes, there's one small part of our country called Homs, the city of Homs. She goes, it's a Muslim community, a Muslim city. In that Muslim area are all the terrorists, and they are the ones that are causing uprising and problems. And those are the ones that John McCain said are, quote, the rebels, and they're the ones that we are arming. Mm-hmm. He said that, she said that whole thing is a sham. So that backed up what this United Nations lady said. Anyways, that was that.
No, yeah, I fully agree. I mean, I know why the UN was started, but they do a lot of things that I disagree with.
Oh, you know does everything
without getting on that subject, like because that's a whole nother show, brother. We can do on the UN.
Oh yeah, I mean their whole existence is bullshit. But yeah, she was accurate in what she said. Heather, you got anything on that?
I was actually reading a story earlier today about Aleppo, and they were saying that Assad is trying to evacuate everybody currently from Actually, I probably should pull it up, but I can't remember what all was being said. But it was along the same lines. It was, walking in, and they had decided to start sending their kids back to school when they had side control of the school. There was Mosul's doing the same right now. They're actually still fighting there too. But there's so much that we keep getting fed. The pictures, the news feed, all this. Aleppo and Mosul and all of that is actually under a media blackout. There is no media over there right now. They're not allowed anywhere near it. I mean, they can't even film from 20 miles away down the dirt road. They're not allowed. So that's just straight out. Yeah, it's bullshit.
It's leftist bullshit, and that's what this Canadian guy did. This guy looks like he could be the drunk brother of the president of Canada. Forget the guy's name, Trudeau.
He does.
Looks just
Trudeau,
like
yeah.
Yeah, freaking.
He does, actually, a cousin or a brother or somebody.
Yeah. All right. So the next piece of thing that I had up here that if we wanted to talk about, report supposedly FBI Director Comey called Donald Trump and said Russia didn't do it. They did not hack. They did not whatever. So, I don't know if this is a story we even want to talk about or whatever, because, whatever. Is that something you guys want to touch?
I read somewhere that it was actually somebody that's connected to one who tried to do all the hacking and all that. They traced it back to somebody in the Clinton Foundation of the agency or something, but I didn't really get too far into digging into that too much.
What do you think, Heather?
There was something said today actually about it, where it was basically, and I think it was just somebody being sarcastic, but it's so true. They were saying, if Russia was going to hack elections, why'd they wait 8 years? Because Putin's never liked Obama. If they were going to hack any kind of an election, why would they wait till now? It makes no sense. If he wanted a war, he would have helped Hillary, because that's what she wants all across the world. It's literally the dumbest claim I think the left has come out with yet. If Russia was responsible for hacking the emails, we all appreciate being able to know about what she's hiding. Did they hack the elections? It's doubtful, because all the literally prove that Hillary did in fact have dead people and illegal immigrants voting, and those votes have been in somewhere. What the counties actually gave Trump, I want to say it was a couple thousand more votes once they discovered her fake votes and erased them. So, I mean,
yeah,
if Russia was hacking, it would have helped Hillary. It wouldn't have done the opposite. It's just the craziest claim ever.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, in Michigan, so we'll get to Jill. Well, we could get to Jill Stein in a little bit, but yeah, you're right. It's retarded. It sounds to me like that's the word I'm taking back. Retarded.
I'm thinking you're going to put that on that list there, because it's been a couple times.
Yeah. Okay. Now this is only a story that I wanted to talk about. What I can't. Oh, son of a bitch. I wanted to talk about this. It's not a story. It's nothing. But I just thought that this chef, as douchey as he is, pulled off a brilliant move boxing in Donald Trump, and I'll tell you why. Okay. The story goes that Jose Andres some famous chef was going to open a restaurant in Trump Tower, right? And so when Trump announced he was going to run, and he started saying that some Mexicans are rapists and some are this, if you hear the left, they go, he said all, but that's not true. So anyways, this guy backed out of his lease and decided not to open the restaurant there. So Trump sued him for $10 million. Did you guys hear about that?
No, I heard that someone pulled out of the restaurant in Trump Towers, but I didn't know there was any kind of lawsuit going on about all that. Yeah.
So Trump sued him for $10 million. This guy countersued for $10 million, which is kind of smart. Okay, if someone's going to sue you, just countersue, because now at least you also have a leg. Okay, that was kind of smart. But then just before it's going to go to trial, I thought this was a brilliant move on this guy's part. I mean, to me, he totally boxed in Trump. He tweeted, let me see if this is it. Try to find this. He tweeted, you may not be able to read that. He tweeted out in public to Donald Trump, Mr. At Real Donald Trump, can we end our lawsuits and we donate the dollars to Veterans NGO to celebrate? Why keep litigating? Let's both of us win. I just thought that was freaking brilliant. Because what's Trump going to do now?
And that he's willing to match Trump's 10 million and offer his own 10 million, or does he just want Trump to send 10 million to the veterans so that he doesn't get his ass sued and lose? Is that what that's about?
I think there would be like a settlement, like it'd probably be like $5,000 or $10,000, something manageable for the guy, because I'm sure he's not a millionaire. But I thought that was kind of
If I was Trump, that's how I'd respond. I'd be like, sure, I'll give him 10 million. You got to match me.
Now,
that's the way he left it open like that.
Now, Heather's brilliant. That's smart. I didn't think about that. So he says,
and why? Like, we're both going to send the money to the veterans, you know, but he clearly is broke. So,
right. So Spanish-born chef, he says originally, blah, blah, blah. In August, Trump sued him for 10 million breach of contract, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, see, this guy did not mention. He just says, and we donate $1 sign.
Yeah, he said we.
You know, right. Interesting.
I would just call him on it. I'm like, okay, sure, as long as you match me dollar for dollar.
That's a good point. Trump could say, yeah, okay, let's go. I'll write the 10 million. I'll meet you in Times Square and we'll film it. Oh, that guy.
That's right.
That guy'd be toast. All right. So talking about the popular vote, everyone's talking about, you know, on the left, they're all hanging their hat on the fact that Hillary won the popular vote, right? So I was just thinking of this today. If you take a look at California, this was in the primary. Okay, this was the primary for the Senate seat in California. Did any of you guys, either of you guys, notice anything strange about the primary? Republicans, Democrats, everybody. Anything?
They're all foreign.
Well, that's a good one, except, well, Harris. But here's the thing. Oh, Kamala. Good point. So in California, a lot of people don't realize this. They have a system set up where the top 2 vote getters are the ones who run. It could be 2 Republicans running against each other. It could be 2 Democrats. In our states and most states, it's the Republican versus the Democrat, correct?
Right.
So once you get to the general election, California had no Republicans running for the Senate. So if you were in California and you're going, you know what, fuck it, screw it. My state's going to go for Trump anyways, probably, and I don't even get a vote for a freaking senator. Now, if it was the Republican senator versus Democrat, but here's what happens. I'm just throwing this out there to think about it. Right there, that's the general election. So everyone in California, you had all these Republicans that really had no dog in the fight as far as personal representation. 10 million votes were cast for senator from California. Which one is going to win? Well, Kamala won, whatever. There was no real reason for a Republican to go out to vote other than for Trump. And why waste your time if you're already going to lose? So therefore, my thought was, if he only lost by 2 million votes, she won by 2 million votes, there's 10 million people that went out just to vote for a in the Democrat general election. And obviously they're all going to vote for Hillary also.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just thinking, what if there was 3 million people, 800,000 that voted for a Republican? If it was a Democrat versus a Republican, and let's say that the Democrat gets that 6 million votes and the Republican got 2 or 3 million, even 2 million, got their ass kicked. That's still 2 million more votes that might have been there on the ledger for Trump too. And now she doesn't win popular. I was just thinking that today, but like,
no, that's a good point. I never knew that about California, the top two run, and they can be of the same party. I never knew that, but that explains a lot why, you know, you don't even have to bother looking at California when the Electoral College comes on the map on election night, because you know it's going to go blue. You know, it has, I think, for the most of my lifetime, except for Reagan.
And do you know why?
Well, you do know that the mass population, higher population is 39 million. We didn't come out and vote during all that to begin with.
Right.
So we think about that.
Yeah.
So to scale drastically, because I can guarantee you out of 20, probably 17 of them that are all Republicans, and the rest of them just don't give a shit and don't register.
Right. Right. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. Oh, a different way to look at it, you know? So I don't know. What do I know? Anyways, that's all I loaded as far as possible topics and everything. And we've been going for about 45 minutes or so from when we got on, I think. I don't know. You guys want to hit anything else, or call it a night and do it's already what, 10? It's
about 10 to 10 here.
Holy crapola. It's 11 o'clock.
Our neck of the woods.
Heather's that.
No, it's 10 o'clock too. She's on the same time zone as me.
Really?
She's just south of me.
Same as him.
Yep.
You are?
She's a couple states south.
Yep.
Oh. Well, yeah, I mean, I knew that. I'm just saying, I was just joking.
Yeah, my war zone is his word, so we're good.
I did not know that. So anyways, all right. So that kind of is a wrap for the show. Heather, did you have any closing thoughts or comments, or we want to thank you for coming on tonight? That's just, appreciate it very, very much.
Sorry, we had such a flunk with my Google Plus account for a while there. That was odd. You can tell I don't use it much, so they don't like me.
Yeah, no, that's okay. And you might find if we watch this back, there was some clunkiness in our internet connections, and that happens. I mean, crap, we're trying to do something live. We're not like pre-taping it, stopping, editing, putting all the best parts together. That's not what we're doing. We're doing real grassroots live, and every time you do something live, hey, life happens, and that's the way it goes, you know. But we're trying to do something. And what Bill and I were talking about before, I see a lot of these people on Facebook Live. Literally, they have to generally be in the same room with the freaking camera, their phone pointed right at them like a selfie. What we're doing live across the country, 3 different states. So take that, people. No, we're not perfect. It doesn't look great, but guess what? We're doing something nobody else is. We're trying. So the way that we like to end the show, Bill will pull out a scripture that he wants to do. I always say I like that first one that you did, Bill, and I always like keep that one close. Right.
Well, I've got a different one tonight. I'm trying to remember what was the first one I did, but tonight for this show, you know, I picked Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous? Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go.
Heal me, Jesus. I'm just kidding.
That's good stuff, brother.
I know it's good stuff.
He walks with you everywhere you go. He keeps you on the straight and narrow. You know, picks you up when you fall. So have faith too, because I mean, here's the deal. God made everything. God is everything. And if that dude's on your side, who can come against you?
It's good stuff. The
I agree.
The one that you said at the first one, and I'm not really good with remembering things and all that, but it was the iron sharpens iron.
Okay, there you go.
Keeping each other accountable, holding each other accountable. I really dug that.
yeah, hold each other accountable, and definitely encourage your brothers and sisters. Every day, pick them up, help them, because we're all in this fight together. And the only way we're going to rise is side by side.
Right on. So Heather, don't go anywhere for a second. We are going to tell everybody goodbye. I don't have a closing song tonight. I sometimes do. It's generally, well, I do.
Close on the opening song.
I'm lying. Oh no, I took it off. Never mind. I really don't have a closing song.
Shenanigans.
It used to be Willie Nelson singing "Turn Out the Lights, the Party's Over," and who I used to like,
nice.
Dandy Don Meredith singing "Turn Out the Lights, the Party's Over" on Monday Night Football. So, anyways, that's a wrap. That's our show. We're gonna say goodbye to everyone, and that's it.
We'll see you next Monday. If you got anything you want us to discuss, definitely hit us up on the Facebook page, messages. Hit us up. We're all about, like we've been talking about, we're grassroots. This is your show. This is our show. This is everybody's show. Speak up. Tell us what you want to hear about.
Right on. All right. Out.